Gentlemen, we've been lied to. Every glossy ad, every late-night TV promise, every bottle in that bathroom cabinet whispering the same seductive line. Take this pill, and you'll feel young again. But here's the hidden truth. The real longevity drug isn't sold in a bottle. It doesn't come with side effects, and it doesn't cost a dime. It's curiosity. Yeah, the thing your grandkids have in buckets, and most grown men seem to lose somewhere between their first mortgage and their first colonoscopy. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you did something for the first time? Because, my friends, if your answer takes longer than 3 seconds, we've got a crisis on our hands. Welcome, gentlemen, to another session of the Prime Male Protocol, where we decode the science and soul of staying powerful, purposeful, and alive after 50. I'm your host, Professor Protocol. Part scientist, part storyteller, and full-time crusader against midlife mediocrity. Now, here's the problem. Most men over 50 are doing everything right on paper. You're taking your supplements, walking your 10,000 steps, maybe even choking down kale smoothies. Bless your hearts. But despite all that, you still feel flat, uninspired, like your body's here, but your spark gone AWOL. Today, I'm going to show you why curiosity, not creatine, not collagen, not CoQ10, is the real longevity drug. By the end of this video, you'll know why curiosity keeps your brain young and your body firing. How to reignite that spark, even if it's been buried under decades of routine. And the 4 prime protocols for turning curiosity into a daily performance enhancer. No prescription required. So grab your notepad, or at least your attention, because this one might just add a decade of vitality to your life. Let's start with this. A curious brain is a young brain. Your neurons, those little electrical miracles in your head, are like muscles. If you stop flexing them, they shrink. If you challenge them, they grow new connections. Neuroscientists call it neuroplasticity. I call it youth insurance. Now, let me tell you about Frank, a 62-year-old retired accountant I once coached. Frank's life was like clockwork. Same breakfast, same recliner, same 3 news channels. One day, his doctor tells him, "Frank, your memory's slipping." So, he buys brain supplements, fish oil, ginkgo, all that jazz. Nothing changes. Then one day, his granddaughter gives him an old camera. "Grandpa," she says, "teach yourself photography." Within months, his focus sharpens, his energy spikes, his mood lifts. Why? Because his brain was learning again. He wasn't aging, he was adapting. And adaptation, gentlemen, is the opposite of decline. Professor Protocol's law number 1, your brain doesn't retire unless you tell it to. So, your first challenge. Pick one thing this week you know nothing about and dive in. Learn guitar, fix a carburetor, study astronomy. I don't care. Feed your curiosity like your life depends on it, because in a way, it does. Now, if you thought that was tough, protocol number 2 is the one that truly blindsides most men. Physical decline isn't just about aging, it's about boredom. Men stop moving when life stops surprising them. Meet Javier, divorced, gained 30 pounds post-breakup. He hated the gym. So I asked, "What have you always wanted to try but never did?" He said, "Salsa dancing." Boom! He joined a beginner's class, lost the weight, and, get this, met someone new. Curiosity got him off the couch and back into life. Loneliness is the silent killer of men over 50, but curiosity, it's the antidote. Let me tell you about Harold. Widower, lived alone with his dog Max. He started attending local history lectures just to get out of the house. 6 months later, he was leading a community walking tour. Curiosity connects. It gives you something to talk about, something to share, something to build. Supplements can't do that, but curiosity, it builds tribes. Here's the gut punch. Most men over 50 don't feel useful anymore. They retire, the kids move out, and suddenly they're spectators in their own lives. But curiosity flips the script. Take Winston Churchill. He painted over 500 canvases after age 60. Why? Because he was curious about color, form, and beauty. Curiosity isn't just a hobby, it's a purpose generator. It gives you a reason to wake up, to explore, to contribute. This one's my favorite. Curiosity doesn't just help you, it inspires everyone around you. My neighbor, Tom, 58, started learning Italian. His grandkids got curious too. Now they're planning a family trip to Rome. Curiosity creates legacy. It's the spark that lights up generations. Let's recap the prime protocols for longevity. Curiosity keeps your brain young. Curiosity fuels movement. Curiosity crushes loneliness. Curiosity rekindles purpose. Curiosity is contagious. Gentlemen, you don't need another supplement. You need a question, a challenge, a reason to lean forward instead of fade back. So here's your mission. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one thing you've always wanted to learn, try, or explore? Then hit that subscribe button to join the protocol, because here we don't age, we evolve. Until next time, stay curious, stay legendary. Professor Protocol signing off.